If one of us doesn't make a bard which is called Thomas O'Malley, I mean, we're doing it wrong, really, aren't we?
Thomas O'Malley.
Oh, that is tempting.
No, I was thinking if we were played a band of the turtle people.
Oh yeah, the turtles.
All monks.
Yeah.
The turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja
Turtles.
Oh god.
You're welcome.
Oh, hi everybody, welcome to the usual shenanigans here on Tales of Gaming Addiction. As I try and type in the social media things on... incidentally, I'm now on Blue Skype because screw Twitter.
Yeah, well, X formerly known as Twitter.
I'm sorry, it shall be and forever will be Twitter.
Fair
If you
enough.
type in the URL, does it take you to x.com? No, it takes you to twitter.com. It is Twitter.
Right, alright, Mr. Technically speaking. I'm
Speaking of
just
websites
saying.
and that, I was going to say, I know two of you saw the thing, the whole Wicked website debacle.
Yes! Oh my
Putting
god,
the wrong
that's so
URL.
hilarious.
That's just too funny.
Are you on Blue Sky under Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes or
Tales
as
of Gaming
Brian?
Addiction. Tales of Gaming Addiction. I will post the link and all that in a moment. Let me do the usual.
Okay.
Let me just type in the thing. But yes, I did see that with Mattel.
There you go.
A lot of people
Yeah,
just been
found you.
like, buy the dolls now installed before they're fully pulled from the shelves, because whilst they're being recalled, these are now technically collector's items. And ergo, worth a lot of money.
To be honest, because of the whole debacle with someone creating a fan poster and then one of the actresses slamming it, and then they kind of changed their mind, and I mean, on the one hand, like on the one hand, I mean, I understand where she's coming from, and yeah, it is an issue, like especially in like a few movies where it's like characters of certain ethnicities suddenly get turned into animals, or something else that is totally unrelated to like their like appearance and things. But on the other hand, I think it did go a bit too far. Like it was like a fan made poster. It wasn't like they were gonna make any sale of it. It was just someone who like really loves Wicked as a thing.
Yeah, and wasn't
they
the
decided to honor it. Like,
and wasn't the premise to make it more like the Hollywood poster, or the Broadway poster?
Yeah. And I think because originally it was a novel, and then they made it into a Broadway musical, and then they decided, hey, let's make a movie out of it.
I'm kind of interested. I never go to the movies. Like, I think the last movie I saw in the theater was the Mockingjay release weekend, if that tells you guys anything.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But I would go to I'd go see Wicked. That looks good. It looks really good.
Wicked
Yeah,
is
I'm gonna
great,
go
and
and watch it.
Yeah.
I've seen the play 3 times, so I mean, I feel like I should.
Yeah, there was.
Cast on the...
Yeah, there was a sequel novel to Wicked, Son of a Witch, and from what I heard, a lot of people didn't like that one so much because there was quite a few things that were shoehorned into like the book for no real good reasons, and I don't know, there's just some things that didn't make sense.
I think that's the third one, because there's like 3 novels. I can't remember if it's that one and then it's the Cowardly Lion, or whether it's the Cowardly Lion and then it's that one. That there is, it
let
is
me
a
have a look.
trilogy actually, the Wicked novels. And there is
lovely.
nothing like the musical at all.
Yeah, no,
Like
definitely nothing
people
like
have
the
had to
musical
do
at all.
warnings, like to their children, like do not like to like kids and to like mums and dads, like don't go picking up thinking that the novels.
Okay,
Gonna
so
be,
we have Out of Oz, Wicked, A Lion Amongst Men, and Son of a Witch.
Yeah, so that's the fourth one. Out of Oz is the prequel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. Yes, it is. The novels are nothing like the show.
Yeah, apparently the fourth novel wasn't like, it was like, oh, if you're a fan of Wicked, then cool, like you'd like it and that, but there are some things that didn't make sense in there, or just some things that just felt very forced.
Speaking of forcing things and wizards and witches and wicked deeds, shall we commit some of our own?
I mean,
Yeah.
that would be very appropriate as we're here to sit around and play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dragons. So last time, you wonderful band of misfits had begun tracking down another artifact or point of interest, I suppose is the better way of describing how this compass works. Arriving at oh crap, I've forgotten the village. I forgot the village!
Well, you mentioned something about Venovia. And there's a temple just a little ways from Venovia.
We're now in the
It is.
basement of the temple in Venovia after we ruined a Shadow's Day.
Indeed. Yes, thank you. It was Venovia. I had to go double check myself.
See, I know Brian's world a bit too well.
It's also because you have a better memory than I do of these things.
I mean, that's to a degree true.
I mean, I could tell you roughly what happens in the recent act of Arcane really well. I couldn't tell you what happened 2 hours ago. Anyways. So as you arrived in Venovia, you found it under a deep mist. The locals were scared and frightened. They directed you to the nearby chapel to, oddly enough, Io and all the dragon gods. Unusual for a town of halflings to have such a magnificent structure. Dealing with the shadow and several other culty dudes, you uncovered a stairway down into the basement, where you can see in this chamber that you are in right now, as I throw the battle map up on the screen for people. Before you stands a statue of a small halfling woman, dressed in half-plate and wielding a interesting gladius. She is
Kima?
Hmm?
Is it Lady Kima?
No.
No.
There's also a lot of dragon heads.
And this was the next point I was going to get to. Surrounding the walls of this chamber stand 12 dragon heads. To your left, in white marble, or the white marbly texture on this map, because, yay, thank you Dungeon Jar for not letting me edit texture colours for some of your assets. It's fine. But over there you can notice that all the dragon heads are those of a chromatic sort. To the right, where the heads are darker and greyer, you notice the heads are metallic and gemstone. And in front of you sit 2 more dragon heads. A mixture of all the features combined, one of them done in a pearlescent, almost starry night sky kind of feel to it. And the other, just a pure white void.
Do any of them look familiar?
They
Are
do.
weapons resonating with the statues at all?
No, your weapons are not resonating with the statues, but you do recognise the heads of the ones that you have encountered so far. So Das recognises Shiro because you are wielding Shiro's Fang, Eppa recognises Azulon, so on and so forth. In fact, I will be ever so kind for you all, and I will say that This one here is blue. This one here is white. That one there is red. Do I have a good gold colour? I do!
You do have gold colour.
Yeah. Sadly, I don't have anything that would make a good emerald. Not emerald, sapphire, because you got the sapphire bulwark.
Oh, where's your
What about the
How's your
crown and
chromatic?
oh no, yeah. What about the crown?
Azulon's over here.
No, Viridis.
Oh yeah, you need a green.
Ash, get off
Yeah.
my mouse pad, please, buddy.
This is what I mean when. This is what Brian meant when I said I have a good memory.
Because the DM keeps his notes in his head, because if he wrote it down on a notepad, he would misplace the notepad. This cannot be misplaced. Just forgotten.
You realise that you have note clouds, like note keeping tools that live in the cloud,
I know.
and bookmarks, and Foxy.
That was smooth.
And
I applaud the son like, and Foxy! That was great.
yes.
Hi.
And I am.
Missed the summary.
I'm just gonna say one thing.
Go on.
I didn't fall asleep at work today.
Hooray!
Why do I feel like that's a lie? I would like you to roll insight very quickly.
D&D session of who's, what was it? Not whose line is it, end of the
I
way.
rolled a nat 20. It's bullshit.
Oh dear.
Oh, that was it, yeah. We're doing a tabletop version of Would I Lie to You?
Roll
yeah.
deception, Foxy.
I need to roll it as soon as I get into.
If you roll a nat 1,
Roll.
I'm gonna fucking
When?
die pissing myself.
Okay. By the way, where the hell? There's my Twitch.
I don't know, you're the one that has like 20 tabs open. Maniac.
20.
Oh,
What
shit.
kind of a filter casual you think I am?
I was gonna say, if Foxy has remotely as many tabs open as I do, it's a lot more than 20. It's probably triple figures.
Yes. One time I actually counted them in this call, and there were like 407.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's a little over the top.
It's fine.
I have 5 open,
How did you
and
not
4 of
fall
them are
as-
D&D related.
How did you not fall asleep before you finished counting them? Because surely counting browser tabs is like counting sheep.
No, it's actually not. If you just
He
You
just
know,
goes to
if you-
control panel and just sees how many processes Chrome's got under it.
I'm not using Chrome.
Yeah, you can operate that many tabs on Chrome. Anyway, we're playing.
Yes, indeed, we are doing some D&D, let's not get sidetracked. So yes, I have painted the appropriate things for you. The Azulon statue is this one over here, in a lighter blue.
I didn't realize Azulon was considered chromatic, but that makes sense.
Also, it is week 107, right?
Correct.
Good.
So,
Because last week we played Helldivers.
indeed we did.
We did.
Who are these two fellows? They're the ones that you described, one of them being basically a ball of light.
Go ahead and give me a religion check.
I would like to examine the statue and goes, you know what? She looks like a more militaristic version of Shawnee, my old ship chef before the betrayal happened. But yeah, no, she was a really good cook. Like made the most delicious stews.
So I just have to laugh the religion check swings. 23 and 4. For TJ, it's just a fancy statue.
TJ is not a smart boy. He's never claimed to be a smart boy. He's just a meat shield.
Now that I see the statue in 3D form, would I have any better idea on who this woman is?
There is a plaque on the statue, which I will get to in but a moment. For Eppa, though, with his 23 religion check, the two dragons at the back of this room, the dark one is clearly Ebonrath, a dragon of destruction and chaos. The white one,
I was going to roll as well, but haven't gotten into it yet.
It's fine. But the white one is representing Io, the dragon god of creation, a literal sun.
Ooh.
Interesting choice.
Meanwhile, for dear Weedas, there is a plaque on the statue. This is a halfling by the name of Trim Underbow. Rebel hero and devout cleric and technically avatar of Io.
You know, this Trim person sounds like a really swell gal. Like, if I ever get to meet her or something like that, I'd have so many questions. I'll probably even have her sign my hat or something. I don't know.
I mean, technically, you're in the same club. You're like an avatar of Shirogami. Origami?
I so wish this was like Critical Role style, like around the table. I did something off the cuff and realised, and I'm not showing the screen right now. Sash was like, it would be really nice if Trim could sign my hat. I grabbed the crochet dash hat and a Sharpie and just handed it to her.
That would
just without thinking, just went, yeah, I'll do.
Yeah, that'll do. That was very smooth, by the way.
Thank you. I just wish it was on stream.
Oh.
That was an accident. I wanted to look at something. I wanted to look at the weapon stats, not roll anything. Total boo-boo, I'm sorry.
I will fight the statue.
Stab it really hard.
Yeah, this Trim lass seems like a pretty cool gal. A wee bunny lass.
Where is it?
That's sad that weapon did more damage one-handed than two.
Yes.
So yeah, where would you guys like to go from here?
TJ would like to investigate the statue.
I mean, I'll also investigate the statue, but I mean, I've been reading
Which statue? There's like 13 down here.
The one
I'm trying to stand next to.
The one of the halfling.
Yes.
It is a fine statue, well crafted. Go ahead and give me an investigation check as you begin to poke around.
I too would like to do an investigation check, if that is okay, unless I could assist TJ.
You can give the help action.
I will give the help action to assist TJ.
Are you sure you don't want it the other way around?
I have a -1 in investigation, or you'll be fine.
I have 0, so let's do this.
I can always help as well. With
I do have investigation +8.
I also have investigation +10.
8 and a 9 with advantage. Goddamn. Okay.
Foxy, shall we just do the rest of the investigating on our own? Just
Let's do the investigation on our own.
I mean,
I was going to say,
I rolled a
Tim
21. But...
Take,
shit,
Tim can probably pull out of the hat.
Yeah.
And just be like, yeah, guys, This is how you do it.
Remember, I do have the crown as well. which
I now
kind of
feel
helps.
slightly bad that
Yeah. So meanwhile, like Das and TJ are going around at like kids in a museum where there's a clearly do not touch sign and it's ignoring all the do not touch. Tink, being a bit wise, is like, you don't put a do not touch sign on a statue this far down unless it's hiding something, and casually kicks a brick at the bottom that seems to look out of place, at which point it springs out and inside there is a scroll.
Ah.
It is a scroll of true resurrection.
Beg your pardon?
A
wow.
scroll of true resurrection. The big one. I hope someone has a really big shiny diamond.
I think we do.
We do?
I think I do.
If not, we can always buy one.
I
I mean, if there are any diamond mines nearby, we'd be like, excuse me, Mr. Like prospector, we would like to buy the biggest, shiniest diamond you can offer.
Oh yeah, I only have a 250 gold diamond.
Damn it.
I assume that's not big. I think this is the one that requires like a 1500 gold diamond, isn't it?
I believe so, yes. I need to double check the spell.
I mean, not that we don't have the money to spare, but
If we already have a diamond that big.
If only fabricate could allow you to transmute elements. I'd quite happily just get a pile of coal and turn that into a 1500 gold diamond.
Yeah. A sprinkle of holy water and diamonds worth 25,000 gold.
Woo!
ooh,
Which it
We are 1/10
consumes!
of
So it's needed.
We're 1/10 of the way there.
anyways,
Can I steer that 22 that I rolled towards these two statues at the front? Please.
You may indeed. Poking around at these statues, I assume you're poking at the IO one first.
Yes.
Poking around
Yeah,
at it.
I'm guessing I'm putting the Skull of True Resurrection in the bag.
I would imagine so. I can't see you guys passing that thing up.
I
yeah.
just don't know if anybody else has put it in their inventory already.
What are you talking about this true resurrection? It clearly says true erection. I'm
Ash?
sorry. I
That's,
had to.
that is
But they
a
can-
bit different thing.
Quit making fun of TJ's polearm bludgeoning weapon, okay?
I mean, it is very stiff and hard.
Yes.
Yeah, it is very good at prodding things.
Quick side note as well. Turns out that's the old version of True Resurrection cost I just pointed out. The new Scroll of True Resurrection is still 25,000 plus gold of diamonds. There is no holy water required.
Oh.
So, that's one less thing on your shopping list.
I said,
Wait,
what
wait.
level?
Wait, we're playing 2024 rules now?
No, I was just looking up and just like, huh,
Oh,
weird.
right, okay. Okay. I was gonna say... Bro, what have you done with your fingers?
Nothing. I got bored.
You've got micropore tape all over them.
Yeah, I got bored. Anyways, for Eppa and the the statue framing for Io. As you investigate it, you find that whilst it is amazingly well carved, there is like an arcane shimmer over the top.
Ooh.
It
Is
is
that
quite.
also true of the Ebenrath one?
It seems to be, yes.
Rex is gonna investigate that one.
Ah. The Red Dragon Lilith.
Yes.
Strong and imposing. This statue is. I'm sounding like Yoda. Strong and imposing this statue is.
Ooh.
In any case, you do get a sense of immediate recognition from the statue. And like the other statues around the room, apart from the one of Trim, this has like a shimmer of some sort of an illusion over the top.
Interesting.
Screw it. I'm just going to see if I can manipulate it with Arcane. Oh, it's a 27.
That's a pretty good
Damn.
manipulation. It is but a simple thing. You literally sit there and like you're looking at the shimmer. It's like that is so weird and so interesting. And like pulling the thread of a sweater, you temporarily turn off the illusion that these statues aren't as amazingly well kept as you think. And for the rest of you in the room, as like Eppa's pulling this arcane thread, all the statues change their visage from glorious dragon heads to dragon skulls,
Oh, hello.
but painted
Oh, hi.
to represent their what dragon they are. So for example, the Lilith one goes from red dragon head to just a generic dragon skull, but it's been clearly painted in red paint.
Are these still statues or are they actual skulls?
Actual skulls.
Are they the actual skulls of the dragons that they are painted to represent?
No, they are not. They just seem to have gotten whatever poor lizard-shaped thing got in the way.
Rude. Talk about being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Hmm.
Well, it's worse when it's something like... So, like the leather skull, for example, you look at it, it's like, that's not a red dragon, because a red dragon doesn't have a rhinoceros horn out of the centre of its nose. You know, it's clearly the wrong skull that just grabbed whatever dragon was nearby and shoved its head in.
But these things are still clearly showing recognition. Like, there's an echo of recognition from them. I
Yes.
believe is what you said before.
Yeah.
You know, I just had a thought. Like,
Uh-oh.
so out of character, DM, correct me if I'm wrong, but did you just say that these are all dragon head skulls?
Yes.
Someone must have been very busy to kill 12 dragons. 12? Yeah, 12 dragons to like put them all on display in this very temple, which like not a lot of people would have gone down because there's like a secret door or something or a secret like passage that would have led down here. Like, so someone must have wasted like a lot of energy and time just so their work is unappreciated.
We appreciate it. So it's no longer unappreciated.
I mean, we appreciate it, but only if you know where, only if you find it. Like, it just occurred to me, you know, someone must have had to kill 12 dragons just to like put all this on display. It's like kind of macabre.
I think they're only draconids, not true dragons. This episode just picks up the Io skull.
You go to pick it up, and it is firmly stuck in the wall.
Okay, no, that's not moving.
Well, we're talking full hunter-style wall mount.
Like, someone who's like the previous like owner of the Shiro Megami claws to be able to hunt down all those like dragon-like creatures. Like, because it's clearly not a head of a dragonborn. Like, they must have had to kill 12 dragonborns just to like hang all their heads on the wall, which again is a bit macabre. But
As you have that revelation, Das, you do get a chill up your spine. I am impressed with the hunting prowess, but I do agree, wasting time on 12 dragons to do this macabre display.
which not a lot of people would see. Yeah, see, yeah, Shiro agrees with me.
It's weird. Though, the layout. It's almost like... if Ebenrath was, I thought Ebenrath was meant to be like emergent. I didn't think he was there at the beginning. Was he?
He's another
s-
brother, isn't he? So he is there from the beginning.
Oh, was he? Okay.
I was going to say, as
Yeah.
far as your history is concerned, Eberrath didn't really exist with the other primes. He was there at the fall. He was there when they all started fighting each other. But it's not, in your own mind and from what you've seen, it's not clear how he ties into everybody else, chronologically speaking.
But he's clearly held in equal reverence here. Otherwise, well, they wouldn't have them in the same alcove. Right? And Ebba just sort of looks to Tink.
Sorry, what was the question?
It was more of a statement of like, surely they must have revered them both as equally important. Otherwise, why would they have them in the same alcove?
Hmm.
And you're the wise one.
Do you need me to roll again?
No,
History
I'm
or...
just referring to you in character.
No, but I'm asking Brian, like, do I need to roll again to sort of know?
No, it's okay. You don't need to roll anything.
Maybe they're one of the same. Maybe one was born out of the other. That'd be my theory. But...
I mean, Rex, have you touched that skull?
I don't believe you did. Rex, are you there?
Yes.
Did you touch that skull?
No.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm curious. Since you've got the braces on, what'll happen if you touch that skull?
Ooh. I kind of wonder what would happen if I touched, like, that my representative skull.
Oops. Alright.
Oh god! The world goes black.
That's what happens when Rex touches the skull.
Yeah, campaign ends. That's it. Game over. Thanks for watching, everyone. Good night.
Good night, everybody. No, that was me.
We found the
Roll
fuse box of
4d6,
reality,
drop the
and we
lowest.
do it.
Yeah.
Roll 4d6, drop the lowest, repeats 5 more times.
Oh god, fuse box of reality does sound like something from a Hitchhiker's Guide
It does.
book.
Well, Rex touches the red skull.
There's a massive snap somewhere, and you just hear a couple of noise voice go, "Oh, for fuck's sake, who's blown the fuse this time round?" In all seriousness, now you go up and you touch the skull, and you are taken out of your body for a moment. You are having a full-on out of body experience.
Okay.
You find yourself in a void. However you want to colour this is in your own imagination. I'm going with the Matrix White Room.
Mm-hmm.
Standing in front of you is a humanoid, but a red-scaled dragonborn. Feminine, tall, muscular, every simp stream.
Okay.
And she just looks down at you and questions why you do what you do. Are you doing it to get more strength, or because your strength is there to protect others?
I do this because my strength. I use my strength to protect others.
She says nothing, but her look to you seems to be that of quiet acknowledgement.
Mm-hmm.
At which point you are thrown back to where you are, and for everybody else watching, you watch as Rex places his hand on the skull, eyes go wide for a second, and he, like, his hand pulls away and he actively takes like a couple of steps backward. King Captain Des.
Okay.
Are you touching the statue as well?
Yeah, just out of mere curiosity, to be honest.
Okay. You all too are thrown into a void, like space.
Ooh.
In front of you stands a elven figure, but with what sort of snow white skin and ice blue eyes. His entire body is covered in sort of hunting leathers. He even has his mask pulled up over his nose, so that way you notice that whilst it's cold here, you see no breath emanating through the mask.
Oh my gosh, you look like such a badass. But yes, continue.
He questions if you're hunting for glory for yourself, or are you hunting to remove dangers before people notice they are there?
Ooh, good question. I suppose I used to hunt for my own glory, but now that I've surrounded myself with people who once tolerated my obnoxiousness have now become such dear friends to me. Dear comrades, you might say. I feel as though I'm hunting the dangers before they could even get to them. I wasn't able to protect one of such friends, and I can only hope that I protect them from other dangers that would have, I don't know, been eliminated. No, other dangers, excuse me. Let me get my words right. Other dangers that could have easily taken them out, like they did with one of my other friends. So, yeah.
There was a look of quiet acknowledgement, and like with Rex, you take actively 2 steps backward away from the skull, releasing your grip on it.
Woo. Okay, that was a very wild trip. Okay, for statues that don't look like the sort of representative dragons, as everyone says, it really gives you a real trip and makes you very introspective about your own life.
Yeah, exactly. That was wild.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And with that, I'm going to go towards that door.
The door that you opened, I didn't get to go in because I clicked the wrong button when trying to hide the map. As Das goes into that room, what about anybody else? You want to go touch the statue? Or rather, a skull?
Sure. I can't see anything, by the way, on Roll20. It's blank, so I'm just going off of.
Are you on the right
Description.
version of Roll20? We do have a new one.
I mean, I'm literally just going to roll20.net and logged in and went to our game, and that's it. So
It's the one that says copy on it.
Copy 4, yeah.
Copy 4,
that's the one. Yeah, that's the one that I've been in.
Weird,
because you're not in the player list.
Well, I've exited to try to
Okay.
Yeah. I should be back in at any second.
There was a Steam
There
trip.
you are.
Okay, then we can do this another way. Would you like to go and touch a skull, and which one would you like to touch? Because you have 2 artifacts on your person that react when you get close to them. You have the Verdant Crown and Azulon's Gavel.
Aurelians.
Let's go and see Azulon.
Sorry, Aurelian's Gavel.
Aurelian's Gavel. Let's go and see Aurelian.
Okay, you walk over to the skull that would represent a gold dragon. place your hand on it, and you find yourself in a not quite a white room. It smells like a courtroom. Just controlled air. And you find yourself before a stern-looking dwarven figure, wielding the very same warhammer you have, more as a gavel. And sits there and looks at you and asks you if you act before you judge, or do you judge and then act?
Judge and then act. I'd say Tink's rather a bit more cautious than my other characters.
At which point you get a quiet look of acknowledgement, the sound of the gavel hitting the like an invisible desk in front of you, and you are thrown back into reality, taking 2 steps away from the statue.
Hey.
And before we go too far, TJ and Eppa, where would you guys like to go? What things would you like to do?
Is there a... Oh shit, I forget. Is he brass or bronze? I think he's brass. Is there a brass dragon skull?
Yeah, one of the metallic ones was showing up as brass, yes.
The one he's in front of now?
No, that's the golden one.
Oh, okay. Well, he'll just go to the brass one. Touch it.
Yeah, there we go.
Interesting.
Ah,
I thought you
okay.
had the gold one, personally.
Oh, he doesn't know anything, really, about these artifacts? He doesn't have one?
Yeah, no, it's just, I mean, I am...
So he
genuinely-
figured he'd go to his scale twin. For lack of a
Nice
better word.
phrase. I like that term.
You go to that particular skull, you place your hand on it, and it appears nothing happens for you.
Okay.
It's just a well-polished... Well, not well-polished, I'm trying to think of the term, my brain's pulling a blank. Basically, the skull itself is very well made and kept and maintained.
Preserved?
I suppose that is the word, yeah. My brain was thinking taxidermed.
Would, by the cultists that we kind of unalived? Presumably?
You don't think so? They couldn't get... They weren't making... Well, they were trying to make the way down here. And then you guys kind of interrupted that plan.
Sorry, not sorry. I wonder, and TJ will wonder out loud who preserved all these. Like why they are in such good shape and hidden passage of a presumably abandoned chapel.
Eppa is not going to answer that, as much as I am tempted to. I'm only doing this because this feels like the more dramatic choice. Eppa is going to touch. On his way over to Azulon, he is going to put his hand on Ebenrath's skull.
Oh no.
Excellent.
I've literally got a /RD2, which was like, do I do this? Do I not? Do I do this? Do I not? And I'm like, no, this is more narratively interesting if I actually do it.
You place your hand on the Ebenrath statue as you pass. And in that brief moment you touch it, you are pulled into the void of what feels like space. You can see distant stars and constellations. And a voice from below your feet echoes out around you, almost consuming you. Tell me, little one. Do you destroy in order to create? Or do you create in order to destroy?
I'm not sure I'm not sure I accept the premise. Because all change could be seen in both ways.
The cycle only goes in one direction. There is no reversing the wheel when it is spinning. And as those words echo through your mind, you are thrown back into the current chamber, staggering 2 steps away from the skull as like your hand is pulled away.
Okay, okay. I'm just gonna go and just have a sit down.
And that cold feeling in your left hand returns. The tips of your fingers are going black.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Is this a rapidly accelerating thing, or is this just sort of like a slight discoloration?
It's a slight discoloration. The only way to describe it is like, think of it as like you've been priming a load of Warhammer models with spray paint. And you just noticed like, oh crap, I got a bit of splashback on my finger as I was spraying them.
Yeah, if anyone's looking at Eppa, you can just see him sort of like shaking his hand, like trying to shake dust off.
Meanwhile, I'm just chilling in the room. There, yes.
Meanwhile, with King Captain Death.
This is about some very nice boxes.
In here, there are 3 sarcophagi.
Ah, sarcophagus.
All of them written and coated in Draconic script.
Ah, I can read Draconic.
Indeed you can.
Wait, Dust can read?
I knew
Someone was going to say that.
Das
I
can
kept
read.
the thought to myself out of respect for Das.
Das can read. He lacks the intelligence to not read some things out loud. But anyway. These sarcophagi, like I said, they are coated in Draconic scripture, and they are basically names and titles of Draconic emperors.
Ooh. Alright.
And that is pretty much the gist of it. It's like full on, here lieth Aurelian, third of his name, blah blah blah, titles. Like the full lineage is written out for you and just keeps on going.
Well then. I'm guessing as I come out of the room. I mean, if I died of old age, I don't think we can. If it's like for unnatural causes, then that could.
That's not the scroll I mean.
Yeah, I know. Oh. I'm also. I mean, is it possible to open like at least one of these sarcophagi, or is it just no? It is sealed shut. How dare you?
Oh, you can certainly try and open them if you want.
Yes. Let me. Well, I was gonna say I'll give it a go. See what happens. Do I need to roll a thing?
Go ahead and give me a strength check.
Oh boy, with a +0 to my modifier. Apparently it will delete. Yeah, nah. My puny kobold arms cannot possibly move these by myself. Hey! Hey!
You back. You pull your back out. It's painful.
Did you fart a little?
Ow!
Oh, Oh no. I think I did something to my back. Oh no. I'll waddle out of the chamber. Yeah, I shall waddle out of the chamber.
Using Shiro's fag as a walking stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
The secret third form.
Yes. The secret third form. I'm just gonna log back in because for some reason the Windows decided, you want to take out the tab from the other thing. Is it? No, I didn't want to, you stupid piece of technology. But there we go. Right. So yeah, Das is just gonna waddle into the chamber using Shiro's fangs. In the bow form as
I was actually thinking about it. Secret third form, Zimmer frame.
Zimmer frame. Yeah.
Ah.
Can someone punch me in the back? I think I dislocated my spleen.
That's not where your spleen is.
It's not.
Look,
I have an intelligence of 9 or 8. I can't remember. Let me have a look.
9, I think.
No, I have an intelligence of 8.
Yeah,
I'm an expert of the sea. I don't necessarily know where all my bodily parts are.
Oh, you should, because how else do you know where to stab people?
That's very true. I didn't really think of that. So, yeah.
I always assumed you went for sort of like many holes.
Well,
This is out of character.
yeah. Yeah. Well, wait, what? Wait, is this out of character? Wait, what? I mean, I assumed that I was doing this all in character.
Gonna say this.
Oh, so you broke up something fierce, so everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Discord had another funny moment.
Far.
Before I was diabetic, I had like severe pains in my stomach. And they said it couldn't be the appendix because it was the wrong side, so they actually checked to see if it was my spleen as well.
Okay.
Nobody thought, oh no, that might be the side that the pancreas is on.
Yeah.
But I think the spleen, from what I remember, is in between, is further along, is more in the middle, away from the pancreas, because the pancreas is on your right side and your appendix on your left. And your spleen is sort of in between them.
Well, thank you for that anatomy lesson. I shall take it to heart. But yeah, what's been going on? I heard a thing as I was examining something in the other room, and then I pulled my back out. So Also, why is it suddenly cold?
Oh, that might be my fault. I touched Ebernath's head.
So you decided you'd touch the head of a very evil dragon god?
Well, I touched Aya's head and nothing happened. I was just I was being flippant. Right. What happened when you guys touched your skull heads?
Nothing.
I saw a dwarf with my gavel, so I'm guessing it's somebody that looked after this gavel or in placement of the dragon.
Did they ask you a question?
Yes.
Yeah, same with me, except it was an elven dude.
For me, it was a red dragonborn.
Oh.
It was a very philosophical experience, actually.
Yes.
Going off what So, TJ, for better or for worse, useful piece of test data. If you're not an avatar, you don't get a response. I'm assuming if I touch the red one, I won't get a response. Probably need to test this theory, but I probably will get a response from Azalon. I expect Rex Suferion would chat with you because, gestures to the chest.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the big lump of sapphire bling. Yep.
And Viridis would do for Tink. But by that rationale, am I an avatar of Ebenrath?
Oh.
That's,
Can I do a detect thoughts on Eppa and see whether Eppa's kind of right about being the avatar of Erbenrath?
You certainly can do. The question is, Eppa, what are your surface thoughts right now?
I think there'd probably be two major flavors. One is the incredibly fast thinking, just going, okay, so what's the consequence of this? Sort of the thinking before realizing the consequences of his actions. And then there's underneath that, there's just a thread of, oh shit. Creation, destruction, destruction, creation. Is it right to reject the premise? And just general nerves. That's sort of where his head is.
Okay.
If there's anything else there, it's not Eppa.
Okay. I was gonna say, I would like to delve deeper. So,
And then my question is, Eppa, do you allow Das to delve deeper, or do you try and just keep him out a little bit from the more private thoughts?
Has Das said he was going to do this?
I guess I probably should have asked. Like, okay, Eppa, I want to try something. Like, just to either confirm or to do the opposite of confirming your theory about the whole avatar of things.
That word is refute, but sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Which, as well, Eppa will just sort of let the guard down.
Okay. You let the mental barriers down, and Das, you can peer in a little bit deeper. Eppa, what are the deeper thoughts you're keeping hidden from the world?
I'm gonna have to go back to some of my background notes. So a lot of these don't necessarily come up.
Having a crush on
yeah. If we're going with the metaphor of doors here, there is definitely a door that is just maze hot.
It's like a bit of a shrine to maze, with like a sort of a hand drawn picture of maze of like I don't know, just very.
It's literally just a room with her stepping on him.
Oh.
I was about to say it is the animation that we found the other day, like the little monster going death by Stu, and it's just Eppa in place of that.
Oh god.
But no, there's a lot of sort of rather unpleasant ones along the lines of like the memories of like when he lost his whole clan, sort of darker thoughts of like when you first started looking into everything around guns and explosives and how to use magic and engineering to be more powerful than his little form would suggest. There's definitely a very, very big angry. I think if you go to anything associating these guys, there's plenty of like it's a lot of happy thoughts around them. And they're definitely there's probably somewhere big. The two big conversations Dat and Eppa have had recently are like big, prominent things, probably on the same level as the books in his head.
Can I sense anything like a presence of Eben Rath in Eppa's thoughts, or just anywhere at all?
You do sense something in there. But it's kind of weird. It's almost like a horror movie trope. You said something there, you turn around and it's not there. But you're not quite sure if that's just some of Eppa's deep-seated fear you're feeling.
Okay. I don't know whether Das can like mentally kind of broadcast this in like Eppa's mind, or just whatever, like inside. Not like communicating directly to Eppa whilst in the things, but or as in like sort of directly sort of communicate with maybe possible present.
I always interpret detect thoughts as more I am watching something on YouTube.
Okay.
I am watching and reading books. I can't you can't interact with a book.
But Das is also telepathic.
That is. But sadly, detect thoughts is a one-way street.
Yeah, that's fine. Because I can telepathically communicate with.
Yeah.
Eppa, or at least if Ebenrath is sneaking around, then I could just tell him to fuck off.
But equally, you don't know if it's Ebenrath. Like I said, it's hard to tell from your perspective if, like, is this Ebenrath or is this Episphere? I don't know. But there is something in there, and I'm aware of its presence.
Okay. Right. So there is a possibility that something is in there that maybe Ebenrath, but it might just be something also feeding on your fears of Ebenrath possibly being a part of you and everything else along those lines. But I think I've made myself known enough so that it knows that I'm watching it, whatever it may be.
Well, that's deeply unsettling.
Yeah, that is deeply unsettling. Also, there's a lot of trauma that I don't know whether it's been worked through as such, or whether it still needs working through. But
as soon as the word trauma is mentioned, doors shut, dirty look.
No, I look. It's not like I purposely peeked into them per se. It's just, you know, these things kind of it's kind of like little fragments that kind of come to me. But if I'm not paying real attention to them, then you know, it's just little pieces. It's only if I focus and hone in on them that's when it kind of like, you know, plays those kinds of things. So I didn't really see anything that I can put into context. Like, for all I know, there's just this reel of nonsensical shenanigans going on.
I think we've had enough of you poking around in my head for now.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. But yeah, something is in there. But it's hard to tell.
Oh. Where's a good priest when you need them?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know whether this trim lady was like a priest in her life, but yeah, I mean, actually, did it say when she was born and died, sort of thing?
Yes, but I can't remember what the exact dates are, but there are dates.
I never actually put exact dates or anything. So, but she is most likely dead.
Oh yeah, so she essentially died the last era, the fourth era.
Okay. Well, either way, it's something to keep an eye on. In the meantime, I'm curious of what's behind door number 2. If I can even. Darkness, everlasting darkness.
Hello, darkness, my old
that's
friend.
A little unsettling.
More sarcophagi. Again, named and aligned with the names and deeds and titles of dragon-born emperors.
Oh, I didn't realise there was more doors at the bottom.
Yeah, no, the DM kind of forgot to illuminate the bottom half of the map. So yeah, the bottom half of this chamber is lined with archways, which leads into a further room. There are 2 black marbled obelisks.
Obelisci.
I don't think that's the correct name.
It's just obelisks.
Thank you. I couldn't say the word. My brain is word farting everything today, apparently. But anyway, on the obelisks there are names of the dragon gods written in different scripts. Most prominently, the script and languages that seem strange, but makes sense when the connection is made. But also, they are inked in their respective colours and metals. So, for example, Aurelian is written in Dwarvish, prominently, and is inked in gold. And so on and so forth. As you approach the obelisk Das, as you are the one closest right now, it changes form. And Shiro Mingami's name flashes briefly, and you hear something click over to your right hand side, over this way.
Oh. Hello. Hey guys, I heard the click of a door unlocking. I'm gonna take a look to see what's in it.
As you're doing that, I assume, Eppa, you go and slap your hand on a dragon skull?
I was going to, but I would rather leave the stage for the other 3 for the moment.
Okay.
I've been doing a lot.
What about the other 3? What would you all like to do?
Rex would actually like to touch the sapphire one.
Okay. Tink, where would you like to go? Das is
what are we
currently...
doing? We're touching the other skulls.
If you want to go touch the green dragon one, you can do.
Yeah, I was going to suggest that.
It's interesting that you 2 both have a metallic and chromatic artifact each.
It is a complete fluke, and I'm glad the universe has worked that out. Sometimes my plans do go well. Alright then. So we should catch up with the Das and Chijay shenanigans. Of why you don't let the rogue and barbarian go off solo. And we'll catch back up with everybody else. Rex.
Mm-hmm.
You touch the one that would have been the sapphire skull. Or the sapphire dragon. And once again you're pulled into the void space. Standing in front of you now is no longer the visage of Lilith. Instead now this is a small little halfling with sapphire dragon horns protruding from his skull. But from his skull? From his head.
Mm-hmm.
Skull, head, same thing. And he poses a question to you. Is it best to defend before the first blow is struck? Or do you strike first to defend those around you?
Usually, I wait for the first hit, so I won't be hitting first.
There is a quiet look of acknowledgement, and you are thrown back, having feeling you've been accepted.
Oh, interesting. That's the first time you said it.
Tink. You now stand before a green haired elf in robes made of leaves and vines. That they are not in any way suggestive. We are talking like the full ball gown look. I'm not doing a poison ivy interpretation here.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
No. Yeah, that's how I said. I said she was dressed in leaves and vines. Everyone would immediately assume poison ivy, especially in this wheelhouse.
Maybe more Tafiti from Moana.
Kind of more like that, yeah. But she asks you whether it's wiser to forage and hunt through the winter to deprive the spring, or to hibernate and hope that spring arrives.
I think with the first one, I think the first option, because you can limit yourself still. It's good to have a backup.
There is a quiet look of acknowledgement, and you are thrown back away. And then finally on the Dragon God front to Eppa.
Mm-hmm.
You stand before a monk dressed and adorned figure, half elven, with clear blue draconic scales going up the palms of his hands and the tops of his feet. And he asks you if you are journeying to help develop yourself, or to help the development of the community that you are a part of.
It started as the first. But it'd be reckless to do anything but the latter.
You get a quiet look of acknowledgement, and you are thrown back into reality.
Well, that was significantly less disturbing.
It was a very calming scene compared to your one with Evanrath.
For me, it was, well, kind of
did it again.
Interesting.
I really need to get the electric sources on this map, because bloody hell.
Yeah. Who pulled the fuse again?
What did Saphirion say to you then?
Well, as I touched the skull, I went and they asked do I hit first? Do I wait to be hit, or do I hit first? I answered that I wait to be hit. And I felt kind of like a warm feeling of acceptance with the silent nod of acknowledgement.
Must have given him the right answer then. What about you?
Might be.
Sorry, that what about you is just a tink.
Sorry, what was that?
What did you say?
Oh, I saw a green goddess type woman, and she asked me a question about, well, not directly about foraging, but I suppose being prepared or hoping for the best was kind of her question.
Yeah, mine was self-improvement versus, I guess, serving others. And I couldn't give it a straight answer, I don't think. At least I didn't get the glow of acceptance.
And she just nodded at me before sending me back, so...
Clearly, Rex is the only one who really knows what he's doing.
I'm gonna take it mine was good, but it wasn't like a glowing reception.
I will not say one way or the other.
I wonder
Gods are fickle.
I wonder what would it take to get Io to talk to you.
Well, as you have that conversation, we shall catch back up with the Das and TJ duo.
Hello.
Through this door, there are now more sarcophagi. On the map, there's 4. I realise there should be 5.
Hmm.
Because, whoops, I wasn't thinking this far ahead, and I really should have been.
See?
But for the sake of audience and everybody else, imagine there's 5 here. Each
What color
one...
is the fifth? What color is the 5th one?
The 5th one, as I shall describe them, and it will make sense why I put colours on them. Each one of them is engraved with a name. The names have long since faded due to time and wear, but you do notice that each one has been coloured in a specific ink. And more specifically as well, they are named as jails or holders to specific dragons. So the red one is the jailer / holder of Lilith. The green is the holder of Viridis, Azulon, Shiromegami, and Umbreon.
TJ will wander over to Umbreon sarcophagus.
Mm-hmm.
Try and lift the lid.
Give me a strength check really quick.
First, he's going to rage, and then he'll do strength check. So, 19 with the rage.
You roid out for a second and throw that sarcophagus lid off. If it wasn't even there. Inside is the skeletal remains of a dragonborn. Laying with him in this sarcophagus is some fine armour. Though black in coloration, you notice that it is made of fine mithril. And equally, it is untouched by time, as if it is magical.
He'll pick it up, take a look at it.
It's good. This is good. This is a good bit of mithril chainmail. More accurately, a chain shirt. Very light. Doesn't seem all that it. Doesn't look like it snags on anything.
I've just got the Ned Flanders meme.
Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Like seeing Shiro's like sarcophagus, I'm going to like at first sort of lay a hand on there to see whether I'd have a similar experience to
You have the sensation of cold hard stone, Das.
Oh,
Would you like me to lift the lid?
I mean, you can certainly try. Yeah, it's probably for the best. I did do my back out with the last sarcophagus I tried to lift.
Go ahead and give me another strength check.
13.
You get it to budge, but not quite fully open.
Part of me wants to give it a go to see whether it has any correlation to like
will the dice give you the nat 20?
Probably not, but you never know.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, you've pulled out narrative nat 20s before.
18.
Oh, told you. Yeah, the dice respond to your narrative needs. You have narrative dice. But after TJ's loosened it, you do help him push it all the way off. And inside...
Yeah, Das's arms just suddenly roid out. just burst out the sleeve.
You feel so strong, meanwhile TJ's like sitting there nursing like very sore muscles, having done all the hard work.
but yes,
in my head, I do sort of love the image of like you've not noticed, but it's just the daggers have gone. Did anyone watch the Lost in Space with Matt LeBlanc in it?
Yes.
Essentially, in the same way that helmet sort of just goes chunk 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 over his face, the daggers have just sort of like formed a power suit so that Das can lift it.
Oh god!
Oh
Yes.
god! Yes!
Yes.
Now discovered its fourth form.
Oh god. So many forms of these weapons.
It's gonna
be Shiro's Swiss Army knife or Swiss Army fangs. It's gonna be Shiro's Swiss Army fangs. That's what it is.
Tempted now to make that a magic item. It's a Swiss Army knife. The most dangerous one of all. You roll randomly, and that's the one you get because you can't remember which bit he's wearing the penknife. The most dangerous one is the thing that gets the stones out of horses' hooves.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. The hoof pick.
Yeah.
Truly, the scariest thing about this magic item is who are the Swiss Army?
Mm.
Yeah.
Why do they need such a complicated knife? But anyway, back to the sarcophagus. Inside, there is an elven skeleton. The clothes long since faded and worn away. He appears to have been dead for some time.
Huh. And we're just going to close the sarcophagus.
Clunk. Sorry for disturbing your eternal rest.
Sorry.
Sorry for disturbing your eternal rest. You may rest in peace now.
Shall we open this one?
Oh god.
I mean, we could. Although I feel like since it's a blue one, I feel that it may be more appropriate for Eppa to be here. Right, hang on. Let's see whether I can assist.
Oh wait, that was a strength save, not a strength check. Oh, I've been rolling strength saves the whole time.
It's a 14 for me.
And Das has also been rolling strength saves, but there we go.
Oh wait! I thought I'd been rolling like strength checks. What the hell? Roll 20.
Yeah, no,
What
Because
does
okay, it says strength save,
Yeah,
but it has my strength stat. Because my strength save is +9.
Yeah, this looks like it's a beyond 20 bug.
Yeah.
Just roll strength and it came out
It's
as a
pulling
save.
out the wrong thing.
Right, okay, so 14 for me.
And with that, the blue lid comes off. Inside there is the skeleton of a half-elven individual. The only thing that remains on this body that looks intact and untouched is a set of beads around the necklace.
I feel like stealing from this guy would probably get him to come after us like some undead, vengeful dude who will stop at nothing until he gets his pearls back.
Are the beads the same color as Eppa's cloak?
No, they are not.
Oh.
They're very
Then with that-
fine and seem to be made out of an amber.
Actually, I don't have detect magic on.
But you can do that thought thingy, right? Can you call Eppa?
Oh yeah, telepathy. Yeah, only when
That's
Eppa's
it.
within line of sight. So I'll go out of a room and communicate to any. Well, I mean, okay.
Yeah, you
have
can.
words.
I will peer from around the corner and just telepathically like message Eppa. Hey, so you got the detect magic thing still up? We want you to look into something here.
Okay, let's use our, voices.
But
I don't
I
know
like
what-
using my telepathic voice. I telepathically message back.
Yes, but it'd be very rude to leave Tink and Rex out of the loop.
I'll telepathically say
Fine.
like, and then speak out loud. Yeah, so we found some more sarcophagi, and we found this thing which may or may not be magical. I don't really want to rob from the dead, but yeah, if you want to check out the magical properties of it, if it has any, then that'll be great.
Hang on, sorry. One Epic gets out the compass because he completely forgot about the fact that we came here because of the compass.
Yes.
Get that out ready to look at it. So question one. You found
Why?
previous sarcophagi?
I mean, there was sarcophagi in that room, and I point to like the rooms I've been in earlier in that room, and then there's like, sarcophagi in that room, and they seem to be coloured the same way. Well, actually, we've only found 5, but they seem to be coloured the same way as the dragon skulls up on the wall. So there's like a red one, a green one, a blue one, a white one, and a black one, I believe.
No, that wouldn't track because if there was a black one, there'd be 6.
Well, there's 5 in that room. Wait, how many colours did I say?
You said 5.
I said red, green, blue, white, and black. Yeah, I said 5. Why do you think I said 6?
Because that one's black. And there's 5 here.
But-
Come and take a look.
Get in the room! Like that. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look, I may have an intelligence of 8, but even I can count up to more than 10.
How much more?
I don't know. Like,
How many fingers you got?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, I have 4 fingers. No, I have 8 fingers and 2 thumbs, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 toe claws. Maybe. I don't know.
I'm assuming the amber beads are very clearly the thing that was worn by the monk from the vision.
You don't recall seeing them on the monk in your vision. But the
In the
body shape looks familiar.
I'm going to look
As
for
does
more.
for Das with the one of the white sarcophagus. But anyway, do you want to do
Rex-
detect magic?
Yeah, sure, I'll cast Detect Magic as I shout. Rex, Tink, technically you've got a sarcophagus each in here to violate. Apparently. And I'll cast Detect Magic.
Okay, that sounds brutal.
I'm trying to remember like how the first door got to open to see whether I can open another door on the other side.
And the other door has names in scripts and languages that you do understand. They do list the metallic and gemstone deities.
Ooh, okay. Would Das be intelligent enough? The player knows what is going on.
That's
But with-
probably not. But again,
Okay.
you can go grab the others in a minute, Das.
Okay.
Let me go deal with the Epic first with the detect magic, because there's two important things to note here. One, that amber bead necklace / monk beads. That's a necklace of fireballs at full charge.
If there are any spirits in the sarcophagus that take great umbrage to be borrowing them, by borrowing I mean taking them until they're no longer in use, please complain now. And Epa just sort of like listens to the cloak, just in case the cloak starts screaming at him.
You have no response to your request to start grave robbing, or to carry on grave robbing, I should say.
Epa's too small to reach, so Epa does bodily climb in the sarcophagus to go and plug it. Even with an extra inch or two of height, he's still too small.
And secondly, the chain shirt that DJ has pulled out of the black sarcophagus, it is a mythal chain shirt +1.
Sweet, apparently detect magic is identify now. I love this.
It's just easy to say it now, to feel like it's a thing. It is this thing.
That's a +1 metal chain shirt. That's pretty useful. Don't know if
Shall we? All right, well, there we go. Shall I take the lid off this one?
I mean, I won't stop here. Maybe Tink would have something to say about it. Epa is like fully like waddling, trying to avoid stepping on the rib cage now at this point of the conversation as he's trying to.
Oh,
get
for
ahead.
fuck's sake! That was an 18, and then it tipped. Oh my god!
It's stiff. This one doesn't really want to budge.
Wait, aren't you raging? Shouldn't these be with advantage?
No, they only had a +3.
Oh.
There we go. How about a 22?
You reset yourself, you get a proper stance in, you bend the knees and lift with the knees. At which point, yeah, this lid comes straight off. Inside there is a half-elven woman in a full mummified wrap. But no immediate items jump out at you.
Alright, on to the red one. Come on. Beyond. Seriously.
Oh.
17.
with that, inside this one, there isn't one. There is no body here.
Oh, snap!
Oh, snap.
Maze
So
the
we have-
zombie?
Just kidding.
What?
I mean, I kind of said that out in character because obviously I'm not in the room with you guys.
But yeah, inside the red sarcophagus, there is no body for present or even any items inside for you to loot. It is an empty box.
So she is a zombie.
Right, just to double check, was there any writing in this room before we started hauling all these sarcophagi?
Yes, on the lid of each sarcophagi there is a name written in the language closest to the relevant person contained within. So Umbreon's is written in Draconic, Lilith's is written in Common. The names like themselves are faded, but the god's name remains, and they are either depicted as Keeper or Jailer. And Lilith is the only one labelled as Jailer. Everybody else was a Keeper.
Interesting.
What? That's confusing.
Why does it say jailer and every other one says keeper?
Would it be like a religion or history check?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Either or. Whichever you prefer.
Not my best roll.
Oh, for fuck. Damn, I cannot roll for shit today.
Yeah, you wasted all your good rolls the other day.
Just
I know,
a moment,
wasted 'em.
I will check.
Well, I not wasted them, but because they were pretty awesome.
Well, I am going to roll religion.
Foxy, you can do it.
$17.
There is a story that pokes it as you're pondering this.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember it being taught that the dragon gods a long time ago bonded themselves to the blood of mortals as a means of making peace.
As this thing rattles around in Rex's head, he is like, God damn it.
So part of you wonders maybe these are the first, or at least the bodies that they could find of the first people who took that oath.
Yes.
Who took a god into their blood.
Yes. And that is the part Rex is gonna tell to our others in the party.
You're wearing the braces. Could you not just ask?
Well, that's true. And Rex focuses for a moment and asks from the braces about this thing.
You focus on the gauntlets and ask, and the gauntlets do not respond.
Okay. So the gauntlets don't respond, so that is probably a question they don't know or they don't want to tell me.
I mean, my cloak wasn't talking to me earlier either, so maybe they're just not that chatty at the moment.
Yeah, could be.
Out of curiosity, where is this compass pointing at the moment?
The compass, by the way, is going absolutely haywire. You reckon if you stuck it like a glass cylinder on the top of it, maybe you could blend something?
Oh,
Who wants a smoothie?
Should probably make sure Das doesn't blow himself up.
So, yeah, okay. So, here's the thing. So, these two pillars there, right? So, there wasn't originally a door there, I don't think. I don't remember. Or
sorry,
if it
yeah,
was,
there should be.
then it was locked.
No, there should be a door here. Sorry. There you go.
Oh, okay. And when I approached, like, the pillars, this one, if I can even gesture it, like, clicked. Like, something, like, it briefly showed, like, Shiro, and then, like, the door clicked on that side. And so I'm not entirely sure why it did that, or if there is some significance of something that I did to get that side open, but not the other side. So yeah, I'm just not.
I have a theory. Rex, Tink, can you go touch that pillar?
Okay.
Seems
I mean, you're the
reasonable.
only ones associated with the other side of the room. We're all associated with this side.
Yes.
And with that, as you come over to this bit, you hear a click, and the door swings open.
Rex says,
This over here, is that meant to be mirrored over here?
Yes.
Okay.
Rex is going to go to the room.
Actually, I'm gonna see whether I can unlock that door from like my side.
Oh, you can.
Oh, yay! What do I find?
I need to hide
One at
something
a time.
first.
Okay.
Let me hide the thing first.
Fine. Ugh. I mean, it's already hidden.
And other things not on the hidden layer, so if I did the whole light reveal, you'll find something cool and weird. But let me deal with the others first, Das, and then we shall deal with you.
Alright then.
Inside this room, there are another 5 sarcophagi. Again, there are names that were clearly etched into the stone, but now the gods' names are the only things remain, left in their appropriate inserts. So Aurelian is in gold, Argentuma is in silver, Branta's Echo is in brass, Sapphirius in sapphire, and Agakane is in emerald.
So Rex is gonna go to the Sapphirian one.
I love the extra box.
I do what I can.
You go to the Sapphirian one. Go ahead and give me a strength check to try and crack this coffin open.
Okay.
It's not wiser if you two work together. It's a lot of big muscles being used right now.
22.
With a 22,
Never mind.
you open it to find inside a halfling's body, adorned with rusted and crumbling armor. The best way to describe how old this armor is, it's like looking at Anglo-Saxon armor.
Oh, yeah.
Complete with like the full face mask as well. So this clearly was a nobleman.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. And it's a similar kind of vibe with the other sarcophagi. There are bodies within that have long since aged and faded from history.
Okay.
The only one which seems in any good shape is the one that is in Bronte's Echoes.
Oh.
Tell us more.
Well, I will do, but I'm going to do with Des first, and then jump back to you guys.
Oh, feel bad.
You're all running around doing different things, and I can't keep up. I know, this is how John felt last night, and I feel bad. Anyway, in this chamber, Des, the final chamber of the room,
Hello.
a large cavernous space surrounds you here. The ceiling is painted and depicts a full galactic night sky.
Ooh.
We're talking like you can see the full arm of the Milky Way deliberately painted in.
Okay, so it's like the Sistine Chapel, but with the Milky Way
Yeah.
instead of naked angels.
Mhm.
Okay.
As you work your way through, you can see around the walls is murals and paintings depicting almost like the creation myth of the Dragonborn again.
Oh.
But this time, not so much like the Dragonborn being raised up from the scales of the Prime Dragons. This is Io finding the world and sealing it with the Prime Dragons himself. And before you sits a sarcophagi, bound in heavy chains.
Hmm.
And on it is a name that has clearly been attempted to be scratched out, but the name persists. A name I think you may have come across before, but I don't know.
Grimy.
Tiberius.
Ooh,
We have. I believe we have.
That's the scroll I was talking about before.
And that's, I think, is a good place to end this week's episode.
Oh,
actually-
No, I feel bad.
Well, I was going to say, post-credit stinger.
Yeah. Post-credit stinger.
Post-credit stinger. Going back to the skeleton in the Bronte's Echo sarcophagus, it is immaculately well maintained.
Okay.
Think the Garuda monks from Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
Like, they're still human, but like mummified and taut skin.
Ooh, okay.
Hmm.
The eyelids open. Arcane eyes fill the sockets and look at you, Rex. Why
Hello.
have you disturbed my slumber?
I am sorry. We thought everyone was resting in peace, and we wouldn't disturb your slumber.
At which point the figure pulls itself out from the sarcophagus and suggests that maybe next time you shouldn't go poking around in sarcophagi in other places. And snaps his fingers and teleports away.
Oh, okay, that was interesting.
And that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
There we go.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun-dun-dun.
Oh no. What have we done? I thought Das was about to unleash the evil on the world.
Haha, turns out it was not me who unleashes evil into the world. I don't know. That's
Don't get me wrong, like Rex is like 4th place. In terms of people people I expect to unleash evil in this party.
Really? 4th place. Right, who would be okay? Going from like 5 or whatever to top like 1 or whatever. Who would you think is most likely to accidentally unleash evil into the world?
Oh, okay. In this party, least likely is Tink. Just because they've got the most sensible head on their shoulders. Then Rex, because Rex is relatively sensible, all things considered. Then it's TJ, because TJ is strong, but no one has accused TJ of being wise or smart.
Nope.
And then I think it's a mutual first and second for Das and Eppa, for very different reasons, mostly to do with a lack of impulse control.
Sounds about right.
I mean, that's kobolds for you, right?
Kobolds, all of us are ADHD. All of us need medication.
Oh.
But no one can remind us to take the medication. Anyways,
Yes.
we're going to love you and leave you all tonight. We do hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. Be sure to like, favourite, subscribe, and all that usual Twitch and YouTube jazz. And we'll see you all next time for some more D&D. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.